Mike Lindsay, PT, Mr. Club 300. Thank you.
Got it. I actually had an offer on a house accepted somewhere else. And then I was walking past it. I stayed in the Glasgow Road at the time, walking up to the gym, and I seen the future mortgage thing was always on it.
Future properties.
And then that disappeared. And when I phoned the future properties, like, no, we don't have that. And then 2 weeks later, Aberdeen Considine for sale. And I was like, yeah, that's for sale. That would be ideal, like a 2-minute walk to the gym.
Because you always said that you like to be as close as you can to it.
I want to be able to walk to work ideally. And I put an offer in, and the final part of the figure was 319, 300 for the gym, 19 for the house number, and got it. And I was like, I was down at Aberdeen Considine when they opened it. It was like a closing date. So that was just like, that's a wee sign. I'll go with that. Got it, and then a bit of a refurb, obviously.
It was.
It's been crashed into twice.
Had it?
Well, no, we've had it.
I was about to say, the wall,
Some guy one time with his van, we were in Portugal, and he's come, don't know what's happened, he's trying to swerve past somebody's put the brakes on, he swerved to miss them, came right through the old sandstone wall into the bay window.
Oh, did he? I never saw that.
That was the first one that happened. So I had one of the members of staff, Chris, on the phone to me saying, sorry to tell you, Mike, but there's a lorry
in your living room.
In your living room, pretty much. And I just thought to myself, we would have been sat in there having our breakfast at that time.
Yeah.
And I thought, so that's pretty good we're not there, because that would have shot yourself.
Well, and you probably would have changed the dynamics of the house. You know, if she was in there at the time when it happened, she'd be like, listen, for sale sign, please.
Exactly. Actually, they came through the sandstone wall, and the motor might have been there. So it might have not came through the wall. The motor would have been done in. So it actually worked out all right, because I just done the garden up. And that allowed me to get the front of the house done up. So
that would have been an insurance job, though.
100%.
Yeah.
And then it happened again a year ago, 6 months ago. A car this time, somebody pulled off again, women pulling out the way. It was either like ploughing the back of a car or plough through the wall.
Get Mike's house.
So got my house again. So this time I've reinforced the pillar. So if somebody crashes into it,
they'll know about it.
They'll get into that again.
They're not going to do it twice anyway.
Hopefully not.
No.
It'd be unfortunate.
Well, I suppose, as always, it's almost like doing a podcast before a podcast. So I think it's probably about time to start, Mike.
That's been an hour.
I know.
The hour pre. I've got nothing else to say.
All right, thanks for coming on. What I didn't ask, though, is you didn't grow up in Perth, did you?
No, Blairgowrie boy.
Aye.
So, I moved out, I think it was, I was at school till what, 2000, would it be 98? I always forget now, because I was born in 81, so it was 98 I left school.
Oh, that's when I started school.
Aye? What?
High school.
When?
98.
You're taking the piss, mate.
Nope. How old are you?
Oh, God.
How old are you for the beers?
44.
Aye, 39.
Really?
Aye, so I was class in 98.
I suppose you're starting high school, aye. I'm starting school.
No.
Come on, didn't do this to me.
Listen, I'm out here.
Aye, so I would have left in 98. All my friends left in probably about fourth year. None of us really got on at school that well. I stayed fifth year, actually done pretty well. In fifth year, less distractions, I'll blame them. But still not well enough.
No.
So left there, and then I was working for, I think I got a job for Algo actually, about that time.
Did you?
I'm not very good at that either.
Right. Labouring or something, was it?
Just building sheds, or being told what to do and bending lugs and putting bolts on and all that kind of stuff.
Aye, so were they still doing the steel buildings then?
Aye.
It was?
Aye.
Right.
And they're just up at like Bridge of Cali direction. So no, I had a couple of friends who were doing it, so they were able to get me a job. And I actually quite enjoyed it at first. Hard work though, and you're talking back then, it was like $2.50 an hour, £3 overtime. Getting absolutely smashed on a Saturday. asking can we leave early, I've got football. And that was frowned upon. But it was good. And you know what, even to this day, I would say, whenever the days you love your job, you still can't be bothered.
Aye.
And I go, I could be out in the cold building sheds.
I know.
And that's no offence to somebody building sheds.
Yeah.
But I wasn't cut out for it.
Right.
You know,
it's
just
fair.
that weather. And I went back about 3 or 4 years later, actually, in the summer, just to help out someone else doing it. And I realised I used to climb up the frames, and I think back then it was just less health and safety.
Aye.
You're walking up like the beams 50 feet in the air or something like that, and you've got a side of a purl in each.
That's right.
Kind of climbing up and just bolting them on. And wasn't frowned upon. By the time I went back, it was all health and safety.
Completely different.
But even with harness and whatever else on, I'm up there going, what am I doing?
Aye.
Like,
it's funny how it changes.
I don't know if it was age or whatever. I think maybe when I was 18, it was like you're just a bit more fearless.
Yep. And you're showing off.
And you're
I'll
showing
get it,
off.
boys.
Aye. Oh, if you said anything, you'd be getting the piss taken out of you. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'll go up there.
Aye.
Cracking yourself.
So I Blairgowrie, that's where I was, and then I think I moved to Perth. I remember my mum always saying to me, like, she came back with the dog, and I was in the car with my stuff packed. So
right.
Where you go? And I says, I've got a flat in Perth.
Right.
And that was out. And now I've got kids, I realise how bad that was. So.
Yeah, but how old were you then? 19, 20?
19, 20.
Right.
Moved through to Perth for a bit. I moved back to Blair for quite a bit as well, but that's when I moved out through to Perth.
And see, when you come to Perth, what was the job then?
Well, I was at college first of all, so that's what I moved through for.
Just to save the commute.
Aye, pretty much. And then I was at Dundee College after that for a year, and then after that I got a job at Healthworks. Remember the Viva place?
Yes.
So I was there for probably 5 years in the bar. A friend got me a job in the bar.
Right.
Before that, I was doing sales work actually. That's where it kind of started. A company called Next Call, just knocking on doors.
Oh, you were a door chapper?
Aye.
Ah, right.
Chapper.
That grows thick skin.
Good at it
Were
as
you?
well. Aye. So that company was with company car. I was like, this is great. I was like maybe 20.
That's a good position.
Company car, like, just travelling with. You're knocking on doors, getting people to change easy. It wasn't gas and electric, which was difficult at the time. Not that I would have knew that at that time, but I was the top salesman for Scotland in my first couple of months there. And then you get your commission after a quarter.
Right.
And then BT sued Next Call, and the company got closed, lost my company car. Then you get any of my commission.
Oh man.
Actually, a little bit teary because I actually enjoyed the job.
Right.
Like, I was knocking on doors, and some people just couldn't do it, and I found it easy.
How come you found it easy? Because that's not easy.
I don't know. I found that I could knock on a door and just get somebody to talk to me.
But you weren't selling anything? Or were you?
You're just transferring them, saying, look, if you go to this company, you got your bill with you, what are you spending? Oh, £50 a month. Right, okay, well, this company can do this for 30 quid. There's
so you're saving the money?
Comparison.
Right, okay. You weren't selling windows and
doors. What do I
doors?
need to do? You sign here, we take care of it.
Very good.
You'll have the same lines. You'll be using BT lines. You'll be using Next Call. It's a bit like, I suppose, like nowadays, maybe O2 and Vodafone or something using the same lines. And I don't suppose there was a lot of that happening at the time. Maybe you got gas and electric people doing it, but phones maybe.
And it's bill saving at the end of the day.
Bill saving.
Aye.
Prior to doing that, I had a bit of experience knocking on the doors, getting people to buy the voucher things. You'd open it and you get like
discount vouchers.
Aye. So like it had like the Mardi Gras golf club, 20 quid, and you got all these discounts off it. So that was my first job, and that paid pretty well. I was quite good at that as well. So then I had a team of people doing that, and that would have been like 19. And at Christmas there, actually, my mum was taking the piss a little bit, because my brothers have got they're quite intelligent.
Right.
They're not got much common sense, but cut that bit. But there's so I would be looking in the paper. They're saying these 50 grand a year jobs. This is when I'm 19, being like chief executive, and they're like, you'll not get that. Well, get a chance. Yeah.
Why not?
How if you didn't get,
that's not the attitude.
If you didn't get,
exactly.
So now I look back and go, right, okay, it was a bit daft. But these jobs here, it told you on target earnings 30,000.
Right.
This is back when I'm 19. Oh, that sounds all right. Chop some doors, make 30,000, and
easy money.
And it was essentially
It's not hard.
It wasn't hard. It was a long day, but again, you're 19.
Yeah.
Fine, got the bus through to Dundee.
Right.
Jump in a car before the other guys.
That's right.
Go and hit an area, and you knew if you had nightclubs and stuff on it, yes, I've got the student accommodation. They're going to lap this up.
Perfect.
So that was good. Done that for a bit. This other job just felt like that Next Call thing just felt like it was a more structure to it.
Right.
Proper kind of job. That's what I felt like at the time. And then I did do gas and electric after, because I had to find another job. But I'd done it for about a month, and I went, this is not the same.
Harder.
Oh. You're talking about saving pennies.
Right.
So try to sell something, it's like
you're actually stealing time,
you're just wasting time here.
Aye, exactly. Aye.
So I jacked that, and I think I got a job. I was actually just remind me of all the jobs I've had. Nissan Arnold Clark, the motor mile. Didn't last very long there.
Selling motors?
Selling, well, that was the idea, because I was already good at selling, and I
Aye.
thought I'd get to go in here. They said, oh, you'll get to sell, but you've got to, there's other guys here, they're selling motors, you're the T-boy, essentially.
Yeah.
But we'll let you sell some motors. And then it never really materialised. They gave me a wee car, a wee runabout, and I was also a bit like, God, I love my football. Like, do I hate to work Saturday? Aye, Saturdays.
Aye. So it is important, though.
Aye, for car sales, right? And so then somebody's coming in, I'm like, it's my chance, like, selling, but no, I've got to pass it on. So I wasn't like, I was wanting the opportunity. I wasn't really giving it.
But they're not going to give it. That's a cutthroat game.
Yeah, maybe. And looking back, I understand why.
Yep.
But at the time, I felt like I'm being held back.
Which you
You didn't have the experience to just jump in.
To speak to folk.
Well, just bite your tongue, do as you're told. That's what you're meant to do, right? And then learn from these guys. But I don't think that was the main issue. I think the main issue was that I wanted to go away at 12 o'clock every Saturday so I could play football. And it came to a crunch of like, what's more important to you? I was like, football, actually.
Need you ask? See you later, boys.
Played for the Bow back there, so that was like, nah, I need to play for the team. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And that's it, you've got to keep your passion. So when I've got guys starting with me now and they play sport, it's like, I'll do everything I can to allow you to carry on playing sport.
Yeah.
Because, for me, well, in this industry, it's important.
Aye.
You know what I mean? So after I'd done that, I got a job. My friends like to get you a job in the bar.
Mike, man of many jobs.
Every job. It's like a fireman. So
you got a job in the bar?
A job at the bar at Healthworks.
Aye.
And the best part of that job, it was a great place, Healthworks. Did you ever go up to Healthworks?
No.
They had the pool, had the five-a-side court, had the bar, had the gym, had the bowling green, had the football pitch up at Norwich Union, basically.
Aye, I was only at the gym once.
Aye.
Up there. I got an invite once, aye.
And so a great
it was cheap, wasn't it?
It was cheap.
It was cheap.
Family membership was like 39 quid.
Aye.
Nobody ever complained to that place. Probably because it was cheap.
Right.
But it was also good, great bunch of people. And so I started in the bar. My friend Neil got me a job in there. And just serving pints, watching the football, good community. Also watching nobody play the puggy all night. Nobody won that the night.
So you know the score.
So that was also a wee tip at the end of the night. But got a job in the gym after that. And I think in the gym at Healthworks.
Aye.
And
just messing about?
So they wanted the gym. There it was like a gym instructor. You're on the gym floor, and on your shift, that's all you're done. You're just in that gym floor.
That's right.
Clean the place.
I remember it.
Do body stat tests.
Yeah.
And the one thing they sold was an £18 body stat test.
Right. Didn't you tell me you were the best at selling that as well?
I was the best at selling that.
Honestly.
So I was the only one selling them really. And they're like, "How come you're selling 30 of these a month?" sort of thing. I'm like, "Just have a conversation."
Aye.
And tell people what the benefits of it are and how we can design a programme from that at the end. So 6 months into that, a duty manager job came up, and because I'd been selling so many things there, I think that probably helped me get into that position.
Yeah.
So I was a duty manager there for probably about 4 years, and then the place closed.
All right.
Norwich Union decided to pull the plug on the funding sort of thing. So that was it. And at the time I was probably going, I need a new job. I don't like this anymore. And then when I lost the job, and you go into another job, I think I started working at a leisure pool for maybe 3 or 4 months.
What'd you do there?
Lifeguard. So it was.
Was it? Aye.
I remember going in for the interview and they said, "I've got a job for a lifeguard if you want that, but are you sure you're going to be able to do that after being a manager kind of level at this other facility?" I was like, "Well, I've not got a choice really.
Need a job.
I need a job." And to be fair, the lifeguard wages at the leisure pool were on a par with the manager job in the private sector anyway. But when I went there, again, great people, great training on health, on like safety was top. But scrubbing the change rooms constantly and the heat and just everything about it.
Humidity in there, isn't it?
I was like, so just the humidity, and just like, this is like soul destroying a little bit for me.
I'm supposed to be a manager.
A little bit of that. There's a little bit of that, but also just like, you're just going to work and you're doing your tasks and you get home.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not able to develop anything or sell anything.
Aye.
And that seems to be what I was good at.
That's fair, aye.
So I had my CV online, and the Carnoustie Hotel got in touch, golf hotel, for a manager's job. A fitness, what do you call it, like a health suite manager up there.
Right.
And so I ended up doing that for 4 or 5 years as well. and then paid off a lot of my debt, because in that period of losing my job with the sales stuff, and then going to health work, I applied for the police, and I got to the final interview in Lothian and Borders, and I thought I was pretty much told that's a handshake. Like,
right, okay.
You'll be in the police. And I got there and went through the kind of interview stuff, and very good in your fitness assessment, very good here, blah, blah, blah. And went through it all, and no, you don't seem enthusiastic enough.
Right.
And even now that we're telling you that you're not in, you don't seem overly bothered. And I was like, well, I didn't say this to them, because again, I was probably 19 at that time, as before I worked at Healthworks. And I was like, well, it's been a 1.5-year process. I'm quite enthusiastic, but I was like, what do you want me to do? Start crying?
I know.
I thought that would be a good thing to do. So I think when
Is
you're
that going to
19,
get you the job, like?
Yeah, and I think when you're 19, partly I kind of understand then why they wouldn't give a 19-year-old a job in the police. Any 19-year-old, to be honest, no offence to 19-year-olds, but I'd say that I think they're a lot more mature now than they were.
Possibly.
When I was 19, because I think you develop a lot quicker with social media. And
definitely. No, that's a good point.
But
or at least I think to do.
There's other problems with that, 100%. But you're still figuring yourself out. So you're like, well, how am I meant to react to this? Are you meant to beg them for the job and that'll change their minds? Or so I remember at that stage being pretty upset, because that was a 1.5 years. I got myself a fair bit of debt, thinking I was actually going for jobs at the time. I remember going down to the Kappa factory in Blairgowrie, and quality used to get some good gear in there, quality gear. And I went down there again, being honest. You want the job? Yeah, I've got a job. Just so you know,
I might be leaving. Might be leaving before I start.
Again, another novice mistake. Just like.
Because they're wanting people.
They want people. They're going to
dedicated, even though they're no dedicated. But they didn't want them saying, "Listen, I'll be here for 6 months."
You've got to sometimes just say what they want to hear. And get yourself a job.
Get yourself a job,
You know what I mean? And
in case you didn't get the police.
But that was me again, thinking that you're meant to be honest. And
I suppose you are.
If you're watching, still be honest.
I suppose you are.
You are, but you had, there's stupidity as well. Looking back, I'm like, if I wanted a job for 6 months to a year,
should have just took a job for life, but stayed for 6 months or a year.
Look, I'm sorry, but this just came up.
But you didn't know.
So you live and learn, right? And so that took me to. I had a bit of debt, so I was at Carnoustie, and I was staying in Perth, getting the train through most days. And that was like an hour there, an hour back. And then Fit for Less opened at Canal Street.
Yeah.
And so I was like weighing it up, going like, I've paid off my debt that I'd kind of got. Well, finally, after about 5 or 6 years, I paid that off, if not longer. And I went to take the plunge into self-employment. I was a PT for years, but never really used it. I was kind of always doing management and stuff, but never used the qualification as much.
Now, is that what you did at college?
No, I done travel tourism at college. So.
It's brilliant. You've got a few things to lean on.
I've got, I've done something like hospitality in the first year, and then went to travel tourism, because in my head, I would like to travel.
Aye.
So why not? Aye. And then it was like, I'll be a holiday rep, or working a travel agent, or whatever like that. And then I realised I just like going on holiday.
Aye. You didn't want to work when you got there.
So really, I would probably say up until that point of leaving and getting into the sales work that I got into, I had no idea what I was going to do. I like playing football. I like dossing about with friends.
Living,
I like causing trouble.
Yeah,
but
normal.
Do you know what I mean? And then I think the sales job was my first taste of like, what a buzz. You got a buzz off every sale, a bit like probably going to the casino. Or
no, you're right. Because it's a win. It's a win. Yeah,
it wasn't like, and you got a commission, so that was your pay. It's like you felt like you worked for it. And
but you're achieving at the door.
You're
achieving at the door. You're going to get paid anyway.
And you feel like you're doing them a favour.
You are.
So it's like I'm helping you save money, and I'm going to get paid for it. So I think that was the first point of like realising like maybe this is for me. So no, that was all like just maturity years, like finding what you need to do.
Yep.
And then so that's Carnoustie. Went to Fit for Less.
So you went from full-time employment,
to
being self-employed.
Yeah. I just done the sums. It's like I worked out if I'd done PT, I'm saving on my travel, like 200 quid.
All right, aye, very good.
A month.
Saving your time.
Saving my time. If I could do 10 hours of PT, I was going to be making the same money as I was making working full time.
All right.
That saved me 30 hours plus the 10 hours of travel. So you do the something like, well, yeah, but I've got to get 10 hours of PT. Can I get 10 hours of PT? But
Back then, remember, it was harder with PT.
it would have been harder.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have charged quite as much. Although I did charge probably more than other people did, but I got results for clients quite quickly.
Right, okay, aye.
And
So I had good value.
I got that out there, and it turned out that I was busy quite quickly.
Right.
I mean, I had my 10 clients pretty quick, or 10 hours. It didn't have to be 10 clients; it was 10 hours. But even all that kind of time and off kind of managing, understanding the marketing side of things, that then helped me when I became.
Yeah.
And I was older. You know, a lot of people starting in the game now, they're like 19, 20. Where
Yeah,
I was.
you know, you've lived prior. You've
Yeah.
lived. Most of these people have to be even been to college.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but you had lived.
Yeah, you've got the life experience. So like it's a personal product, so you're having conversations with people. And again, I think if I was 19, that would have been harder. I was like, you want to talk about football, mate? No, you're not talking football, right?
Then I want to talk to you.
So it definitely helped me. I actually hold my hat off to a lot of the coaches we've got just now, because they're coming in sometime 19, 20, 21, and I'm giving them a lot of responsibility. And sometimes you'll give them a hard time, and I go look back and go, 21, I was just saying, can I get off on Saturday? And
Aye.
you know, you always think at whatever age, even now, we'll think you know it all, right?
I know.
And then tomorrow you know more.
I'm saying I know right now.
Yeah.
I know.
Aye. No,
But I don't know.
You okay?
I know everything.
So there's a lot of responsibility in the job, especially when you're dealing with clients on a personal level. So that was that, yeah. That's where I got to. That's when we were.
So when you were around there, is that when you come up with the idea? Club 300?
I was at Fit for Less, and that's when I came up with the idea. I had a lot of ideas. A Club 100, had a wee spreadsheet for that.
Right.
It'd be very exclusive, that one.
Aye. You're charging them 3 times to get the same money.
And then, yeah, eventually came up with a kind of, I got to a stage I was there, I had 40 clients a week.
Oh, did you?
I took on a guy to help me with clients. I had another girl helping me sometimes as well. And I kind of just felt it was, there's a bit of a backstory, I'm not going into it too much, but I was made to realise that I probably need to look after myself here. Let's just say I was told that, oh, you know, and it's probably just joking.
Aye, but the seed was planted.
Yeah, and it was a case of like, oh, you might just turn up here tomorrow and the doors will be locked because Pure Gym's opened at the retail park. And I thought,
I need to look after myself here.
That could happen.
Aye, very good.
Although he's joking, I thought, right, I need to start looking.
Aye, but you noticed it.
Aye, I noticed it. And there was also like a couple other things that happened, but that was kind of the main thing. And I met my wife, who was a client of mine, Carleen, and her mum actually worked at Fair City Amusements, and the owner
very good.
had next door.
Aye.
So I was looking at a few different buildings, and just they weren't quite right. And it was your first business going into that. Like, I don't know about the property. Like, what am I getting myself tied into here?
And it's no small.
And it's no small, 3,000 square feet. And again, I was a bit like, well, if I take 40 clients, my own 40 clients come with me, then I've got some sort of safety net here.
Yeah.
And as you know, I just look at the worst case scenario. How can I break even? You know, and if I break even, I've got a 3-year break.
Yeah,
and get to 3 years, then we can break it at that point.
You've learned something as well.
And we've learned and we've tried, sort of thing. So yeah, perfect that, you know, Carleen knew the owner. Carleen's mum knew the owner. Lease came up, which just gave me a bit more flexibility to probably like go through all the, you know, cross everything off and make sure it's all right. And I remember, I think we got it in August and we opened in October. So we had like 2 months to turn it over. But I'd done a lot of the work prior to that, obviously.
And it was the industry which you're in, so it should move quite quickly.
Yeah. But I kind of had to carry on doing clients while renovating the building.
Did you stay around there?
Aye.
Right. Did they know you were leaving?
Aye. I told them told them close enough. And did we leave on? I think we left on fairly good terms.
Oh, it'll never be perfect.
And then there was, when we first opened, I think about a month after opening, there was a big Fit for Less billboard put right outside my gym.
Excellent.
In that corner, and I thought, that's targeted that.
Aye, that'll do.
I felt it was targeted. Anyway.
Must be doing the right thing then.
Aye. So it came up saying Fit for Less, your low cost gym, blah, 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 blah. So I put up a one beside it.
You weren't being petty, you've been tactical.
No. Well, the best thing about it, I didn't even pay for it. I just done it on like CGI sort of thing.
Right.
When you call it.
Aye.
Didn't have AI back then.
No.
But I got somebody to make it out like, so I could just post a picture being like, you get what you pay for, Club 300. So it wasn't, I didn't even pay the £500 for the billboard.
Just made it up.
Social media done the job for me. So it worked all right.
But it was quite a plan to come up with, Club 300.
At the time, there was no other gym. At the time, we had Bannatynes, probably the Body Academy,
Yes. Yeah.
and Fit for Less. So you had a budget gym, a niche gym in bodybuilding,
That's right.
and you had Bannatynes. At the same time I opened, CrossFit opened.
Right.
About a month before me,
Okay.
around about the same time. Again, that's a niche into CrossFit.
Yeah, and he's done okay.
And
Just sticking to
Chris has
that, he's done
well,
okay,
yeah.
very okay.
And for me, our niche was not to have a niche. It was like
Okay.
I wanted an environment for females to feel they can come and work out, and it wasn't a bodybuilding scene,
Cool.
but it was essentially a bodybuilding gym. It was a free weight and barbell club.
Of course.
But I wanted them to be able to come in and just, aesthetically pleasing, less intimidating.
Yeah.
All them, say barbell and free weight club, and not just for females, but we've got a 65% female membership base.
Really?
And at the time of me being a PT, I would say 65-70% of my longer term clients were female. So it had to appeal.
Well, that
to
was
the
your
audience.
market
That
almost.
was the market, yeah.
Aye.
And it wasn't about like, nobody comes to me or comes to the gym or to me ever, and probably any other PT 99% of the time, and say, I want to get better at this. They
Right.
generally come and say, I want to lose body fat, or
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to lose weight,
yeah.
or I want to get stronger, I want to get fitter. They don't care how they get there. So whether it be through nutritional advice, whether
Aye.
it be through bodybuilding, whether it be CrossFit, kettlebell work, they don't ask for that.
No.
What they do is say, how can you get me from here to here? Now that's maybe changed a little bit now because of social media. People see certain niches, whether it be High Rocks or CrossFit, and say, I want to do a CrossFit or Games, I want to do a High Rocks event. But again, for me, I don't want to jump on any of those things. If you want to come and do CrossFit or High Rocks at our gym, you can do it.
Oh, you do wee bits of it.
You could do anything.
Aye,
because
very good.
at the end of the day, like, High Rocks is just movement patterns put together. And now people see a wall ball, for example, and think, oh, that's High Rocks.
Ah.
No, it's a wall ball. Or
Right, it's just used there.
Yeah, it's used in an event.
Aye, got
So
you.
it's not like, again, it comes back to if people want to do these things, that's totally fine, and it's good to have a goal. Like if you want to do a marathon, we need to run a bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
But there are other things that you have to do from a strength perspective. So we try to stay in that middle ground for, I would say, just the general person who wants to feel stronger, feel fitter, and give them a good environment with qualified coaches that can help them do that in the way that's got the least chance of injury and the way that's going to suit their lifestyle.
Yeah, because in your gym, although you can come in and just train yourself, you do a lot of classes.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you still do it.
35 a week, if not more.
Is it?
Yeah.
Aye.
All small group, all coached by a PT.
It was small groups, yeah.
Yeah. So changed since you were there.
Yeah,
Also had that refurb last year, but everything's programmed. So when you come in January and come to one of our lift push sessions or pull or leg sessions, it's the same session for the whole month. So that you can not just get the sweat, but you can learn how to do the movements better.
Get the technique.
You've got a PT coaching you in that session in a small group of, let's say, 12 people.
Yeah.
So again, a lot of clubs, I can't speak for any other clubs, but a lot of places, and certainly when we opened in the past, things were programmed, but it would be programmed on the day.
All right.
There wasn't a continuation. So over the years, we've now built it out that if you come in, let's say in January, you'll get the same session, because it's got to be more about how can you learn to do this by yourself.
Yeah.
So that,
that's the idea.
Yeah, well, the more you're you're a roofer, right? So the more roofs you deal with, the better you get at it, right?
Very good.
If I ask you to go and be a joiner tomorrow, or a sparky, or whatever it might be, and I ask you to do them all,
Yeah.
you just might not be as good at all of them. You can maybe do them all eventually.
Yeah, if I spent enough time on them individually.
So
Right.
So when you think about training, if you do a squat, there's a squat pattern, whether it be a squat, a lunge, or different forms of squats. We just want to get people to understand that's a squat pattern. And now all of a sudden you can do any type of squat because you've understood and your legs have got stronger at that movement pattern. So and there's less risk of injury doing this. Where if you do something more athletic based, then there's more risk of injury, but you might enjoy it. So there's the element of enjoyment, and that's why we change it every month, so that you do get a change every month still. We've got sessions that are still not programmed that you can just come to.
Yeah, it's still open like that.
People
Yeah,
like variety, you know. But that's the big part of the business. If I'm talking about my passion, it's like, you know, why did it open Club 300? Like, if for less, you're running classes and you've got 20, 30 people in a room jumping about like on the hamster wheel.
Yeah.
Having a sweat, endorphin release, feeling good.
It feels good.
But they're not really gaining anything. They're not learning anything about it, about why they're doing it. So when motivation wanes and they don't have the understanding to why, that's why they stop coming.
Very good.
But when people start to realise, why am I doing this exercise? It benefits the goal. And actually, over the month, I've seen myself improve. You've now got more confidence coming into a gym. And see, when you go on holiday and they've got a gym there, you're now going to go and use it because you know and you understand. So there's our tagline, mindset, movement, macro. So it's getting those three things right. Getting the mindset right.
Very good.
Getting their movement right.
And then
getting their nutrition right.
Right.
And doing that in a sustainable way, which is a bit of a buzzword, but it's all very well somebody losing 20 pounds in 12 weeks. If they put it all back on, we've not achieved anything. So we've came away from doing those type of transformations and doing our 6-week programs. And where we're saying, have any food you want. We're going to check in with you every week. And you'll see exactly what we need to change.
They'd be at fault.
But you can see what's happened here.
Very good.
And it's so simple. And this is the hard thing for me. I've got to try and sell these packages. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to sell this.
No, that's quite smart though.
You've got, I know, and here are our testimonials by the way. If you do the things we ask you, and we're going to make it nice and easy,
you'll get the results.
You'll get the result, and we're going to make it fit into your lifestyle. So like, again, a lot of people walk, I'll join the gym 5 times a week, and then they start coming 2 or 3 times a week. Oh, what's the point? I'm only going to do this. It's fine. Just work it around 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, aye. Didn't overcommit yourself.
Just go 5 times a week. You don't need to do that.
That's fair.
Like, that's the guy who's maybe got no kids.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Or he's not doing anything else, or the girl who's not, you know, you've got the time. That's great. If you enjoy it and love it, I go 5 times a week. But I'm there.
Aye, you
You
can.
know what I mean? And I love it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't love it all the time. I'll still go. You know what I mean? But that's the difference though, because you understand why you're going and you feel better after it.
It's quite smart though, because if you've got, now what do you say, mindset, movement, macros?
Yeah.
It's 3 M's anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so if you got them just to concentrate on one and get, once they peak that, move on to the next stage, peak that, move on to the next stage, peak that.
Yeah.
Job's done.
Much. And they get a habit tracker and they fill out on the habit tracker, and we work out their calories, their macros, we look at their steps, their sleep.
You deal with the nutrition as well? You do, aye.
In the 6-week programme we do, and in PT we do. So you've got your membership options, and that's that's the movement side of things, and that's the most cost effective way for the movement. But to look at the mindset and the macros, that's more for your 1-to-1 or your 6-week programs.
Cool.
And that is our onboarding process for most new clients now. Instead of advertising for it, we've got a gym membership available, you know, you can join. I'll try and get people to onboard through the 6-week program so they understand our product, understand what we're trying to do, and they stay longer because of that, you know.
Right.
And that, I mean, when we've got classes booked in now, I'll look and I've got a tag on everybody, so I can see like who's done the 6-week program before, and you'll see like half the class have now completed that 6-week program.
Aye.
I mean, you've got new people coming into the 6-week program. We could then go, oh, they've done the 6-week program before. Let's pair them together.
Very good.
Because then they're going to get support.
Good to spur them on.
Yeah. And
I remember when I was at your stage.
Yeah, and at first people are nervous, you know, coming into a gym.
Yes.
I mean, I was across in Germany a few years back to a thing called FIBO, and we went to a different gym when we were there. And even going in with experience, you're still a bit like, it's a different place. So,
yeah.
I definitely do get it. Even I started going back to our own classes a couple of weeks ago. Doing conditioning myself was difficult, so I thought I'll go to the classes. And even going back in, I was a bit like, you know, putting pressure on yourself. Like, they'll laugh at me if I'm not fit enough. You know, I'm the owner.
I'm not. Didn't I listen to Mike?
I've done all right. I've managed, and it's getting easier. I've done 4 or 5 now.
Right.
So I do a lot of weightlifting myself, but conditioning, if it's not a run, doing it by yourself, you know, it's much better coming in a group. And that's for me. I'll say to people, even if we've got people joining the gym only membership, it's like, just come to the groups. Like, you don't have to think, you know what, you're busy at work all day, you've got kids, you're thinking about everything. You come in, we'll demonstrate everything, we'll show you what to do, we'll push you. The more we get to know you, you know, the banter that we'll have with you sort of thing.
You're right.
And then you can get to go home because we've looked after it all. It's programmed.
They didn't have to think about it.
Actually, you're doing the right things. And you're going to be doing them right.
And if they stick to it, they'll get the gains.
Yeah,
or
pretty much.
You know, they'll at least achieve something that's set out.
So yeah, that's been the journey with that one.
Aye. Now, in terms of PTs, you mentioned PTs. You must have helped aid a few people, PT wise, because you mentioned Chris earlier on.
Yep.
Now I remember him.
Aye.
And then
Chris would have been there at your time.
Aye. I liked him. He was pretty sound.
Yeah. He was all right.
Tell you what, he's a good-looking guy. That's for sure.
You love that.
I wouldn't want to wrestle with him.
You love that. He just had a kid, actually.
Did he?
He got married last year. I think it was last year. Pretty sure it was. Had a kid not long ago. Must have just been a few months ago now. So,
Good.
Yeah.
Is he still at the same game?
Aye, he's PT up in Aberdeen.
Thought he was in Aberdeen. I heard that.
It's outside Aberdeen a little bit, but he just moved to a place I think called the Arches or something like that. But anyway, he's up there.
Good, but you have helped a lot of people get in a PT position.
Yeah, well, a lot of the guys have come from the college, and then we've taken them on either as apprentices and then kind of developed them. All our coaches, again, what's quite different with us, and has been for a long time, is we employ all our coaches. So.
Oh, not the self-employment like you had to go through.
Yeah, so I paid a rent, had to mentor myself.
Aye.
Had to pay for courses and stuff like that, which was fine. That's actually the way I would have wanted it for me. Probably because it was at that stage of my life. I'd already had a bit of life experience and so on. Not that it would have been a problem to have. It would have been nice to have had a mentor.
Yeah, sometimes.
I did. I mean, I had my own mentors, I suppose. Do you know what I mean? There are people who have helped, of course, and, in different ways, but not in the way that we support the guys here, specifically in PT. And so often what's happening, and again, this isn't the kind of, it's just the industry. It's not heavily regulated. So you can get your qualification.
You could do online courses and all the rest of the carry on.
And all of a sudden you're a PT.
Aye.
And then some of these PTs will be charging 15 quid. And people go, it's great, 15 quid. Well, it's 15 quid for a reason.
Aye.
And people have got a tendency to end up going down the route of like, well, I know this. So let's say they're a MetaFit instructor and now they're a PT.
Yeah.
Guess what you're going to be getting coached? MetaFit class.
Yeah.
So I've always found the best coaches to have been ones who have got experience in weightlifting, because that's where there's more coaching involved.
All right.
Yeah, my personal view. I'm not saying that's the case, but I think most people, again, go to a gym. If you want to do MetaFit or you want to do like get beasted, do 100 burpees.
Do it to yourself.
You don't need somebody to do that. So I kind of feel for me, coaching should be learning.
Education as well.
Education about that's the whole point of coaching, and then understanding how to help somebody with their nutrition. Now, PTs aren't nutritionists.
That's what I was going to ask you. Are they?
No,
they're not.
There's a qualification you can get. So I'm a AFN certified nutrition coach, which isn't a nutritionist. But it allows me to help with sports nutrition and supplementation.
All right, very good.
So I could set calories, could set macros. I wouldn't deal with someone necessarily who've got an eating disorder. What I would be saying to them though is, well, we can still work with you as a coach.
Yeah.
But this is a deeper issue. This is something you need to see a specialist about.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, I kind of feel that people want a result.
Yeah.
And if you came to me and said, I want to lose 10 pounds, well, it's going to be very hard if we don't do your nutrition, if we don't look at that.
Aye, because when they start working out, the muscle's going to weigh more than the fat anyway.
Muscle weighs more than fat.
Aye.
But it's habits and behaviours that need change, not necessarily. That's why I was saying, like, we don't do food plans. We've got air fryer guides, we've got recipe books. Here you go, and people probably just put them to the side and don't look at them. Right. If you give somebody a meal plan, you say, go and do this, it's very regimented. Are you going to do that for the rest of your life? So if you start to understand what is protein, what is carbohydrates, what is fats,
they can educate themselves.
You understand where they come from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, we'll do a quiz. Give me 5 protein sources.
Steak, chicken, fish, chickpeas.
Know your stuff. There we go.
Right.
It was 4, but still.
Aye. You jump in. Oh, you threw me off.
So again, understand. Okay, so I need more protein in my diet.
Whey.
Where did I get it
from?
Whey protein. There you go.
I used to go to the gym.
I think you said eggs as well, didn't you?
Oh.
There's loads of them, But yeah, there's your food sources. Now,
yeah,
some
you
of
would
them
stick
have
to
more
those
fat.
more so.
Yeah, well, let's make your diet around that. So
Aye.
your breakfast, lunch and dinner got these things in it. Has it got a protein source? Now,
By the way, it's easy to skip protein.
yeah, well, everybody's biggest issue.
Aye,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I could probably save somebody buying my course now and just say, just eat more protein.
Yeah.
Need a bit of check and accountability. But
It's a
everybody
monthly
comes in-
subscription.
Everybody comes in, it's like, okay, this protein target, 150 grams seems a bit high. 150 grams a day. Like, yeah, well, we'll work towards that. What are we consuming right now?
20.
And it's like, 20. And it's like, well, let's just get to 50. And then we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
If you jump that protein up too quickly, you might have some discomfort in your gut and whatever else. And then, so that's it. So what you're doing in that process is just like, well, there's education, and here's some new habits. I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. I'm doing 10,000 steps every day, roughly. I'm eating better. Now, all of a sudden, we've created a calorie deficit, which is the simplicity of it all, which is the calorie deficit. So I've lost weight.
Yeah.
And then a lot of our clients, I'm so full. I'm like, that's good. So you're doing a diet where you're full, you're not hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this can't be right, is it? Have you lost weight? Like, well, we're in a calorie deficit. The difference is you're eating more nutrient-dense food and less calorific food.
Yep.
And then it's like, okay, how do you get some takeaways into this? Because we need to still enjoy life.
Aye, what I live.
And you like wine, you said, so let's have a glass of wine.
Yep.
But let's fit it in. You know how much we can have.
Aye, you have to take something away.
Yeah. So it's just over time, and then because if you're starting something, small changes will still make a difference. And obviously, the closer you get to your maybe goal weight, it's more sacrifices, but you've done that over a sustainable period, so you're not. It doesn't feel like a sacrifice anymore.
I know.
You know what I mean?
By the time you get there, if you took them from the beginning and threw them in at the end, they've lost everything.
Yeah.
But if you take them on the journey,
Yeah.
which is essentially what you're doing, I'm sitting here with a salesman.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. You're taking people on a journey. I'm like, man, this guy's selling stuff right here.
What was it you mean? It seems natural.
But it is.
There we go.
You've set your program up. You're essentially taking people on a journey, and that's exactly what you do when you're selling something. Those guys that are selling in Arnold Clark when you were there beforehand, when they get the customer through the door, the first thing they do is take them on the journey.
Aye.
You start them, and at the end, you hope that they buy. But the difference with you compared to them is they've got a full job and you're only selling one item. Because you take them on the journey, they're actually gaining the whole time.
Yeah.
Right the way through it. Quite smart.
Yeah. Well, it's, you know what, that's come over lots of time of going, actually, how do I save myself time?
Aye.
How can I work with more people?
That's right.
Help more people get a result.
Get the results.
Here's the system. So like if people do our introduction to PT, it's a pre-consultation video, then their consultation, then their move well assessment and their strength and fitness assessment. And it's like all our coaches are mentored to do the same thing. We were talking about mentoring earlier. That's where it started. And so what I've given the coaches that come and join us is, you know, when I worked for 5 years before I opened the club, well, here's the systems and all the qualifications I went through and the things I've done.
It doesn't take 5 years.
That works.
Aye.
And yes, they don't realise that. They just think that's the system.
Aye.
You know, because why would they think of that? So yeah, I would say that there's definitely been a case where, like, with all these coaches, like, here's a system that works. I want you to be you. I want you to be your own character, your own person. But I want to know that if I'm advertising this product, they're going to get this product and you're going to know how to deliver it. And then once you've done these 3 or 4 sessions with the clients, you know them better than me, and you're a coach. You take them on the journey, and you come and ask me for
Very good. So you're giving them the responsibility as they're growing.
Yeah.
But not over the top.
Yeah,
you know, you're not letting the reins go, but you're certainly.
Yeah. Well, we check in.
Letting them learn.
You work as a team, and you come and say, like, what about this? And actually, like say Chris and Brandon more recently, and lots of coaches we've had. They've been the guys I've then had to do the training.
Yeah.
Because they're 22, 23, 24, very hungry for it, loving it. It's all new information.
I know.
Applying it, and like Brandon's away down to London. He's working for Marchon now, which is quite a big brand down south. And yeah, they're a big brand. If you're in the industry and you're probably, do you know Marchon?
Nope.
No. So I would say definitely if you're under 30, you're not quite that, are you?
I've lost it.
People are generally known that brand as well. So it's a guy called Ollie Marchon, but just very good on social media. Things won't be any different. It's evidence based, as in like with the respect of
the approach.
Yeah, they'll look after nutrition. They do groups.
Aye.
But at the same time, and this is one thing I learned. I remember going down to a workshop down south, thinking I was a pretty good PT, and then I got down there and the guys are all starting talking biomechanics and whatever else. I'm
You have to be a scientist now.
Oh, these guys
Like
are
what?
good. These guys are good.
I'm just shifting a bit here.
I loved it, but you're caught and you're like, oh, there's a lot of people who just know a lot of stuff here.
Aye.
And it came back to that same thing about, you think you know it all until you find out you don't.
Yeah.
But I think what allowed me to do was just be like, okay, you can know. I know people who are like qualified way up here.
Yep.
But they still don't have a system, or they still can't communicate with people in the right way to get the result. And I find health and fitness is so simple that I could go and do 100 more workshops and qualifications. I don't generally see how it's. Sometimes the workshops are good because it gives you more motivation. Well, that's good. And it keeps you, it keeps you
keeps you
ticking
fresh.
over, keeps you fresh, yeah. But at the same time, it's actually how does the client in their life, with everything they've got going on, deal with
Aye.
the behavioural change,
Fitting it in.
and fitting it in
Fitting it
over
in.
time, and getting some enjoyment out of it, and seeing the progress. So I think it's more of a kind of psychology game. And that's the mindset part of it.
Aye, very good.
How do we get people to kind of understand that growth mindset? And everybody's so negative about themselves really quick.
That's wild, isn't it? You know what gets me? Now, we spoke about NLP earlier on, right?
Yeah.
Just briefly messing about. They're confident about no being confident, but not confident about being confident. So essentially, they're actually confident.
Slow that down again.
They're confident about not being confident.
Aye, they're sure of that.
Yes, but they're not confident about being confident. But essentially, they're confident in the first place. They're just confident about the wrong thing.
And the wrong things, aye. That's interesting.
Yeah.
We've actually got a seminar on Saturday, the confidence formula.
Oh, here we go. Written by me.
Get this out. And it's basically how to build your routine for 2026.
Right.
So that, you're not stopping and starting.
Aye.
So we've got, I think, 37 to 40 people booked in.
Up at the club?
Of the club, aye.
Oh, very good.
So, free event. Again, it's a case of like, how do we get people just to be kinder to themselves? How do we get them to
Love thyself.
Love thyself.
That's what they said.
Who says that?
Let's not get into that.
And we're going to lay out everything that we essentially do as a paid product. We're going to say this is what you can do.
Aye.
We've got some people with some great stories who have worked with us.
Oh, good.
We're going to do a
Good.
little talk. And but the mindset part of it is huge. I mean, I was trying to just think of some examples, but I think one of the ones that really gets me sometimes actually is like people. I'm only coming twice a week, so I'm not.
What's the
there's
point?
no point. And I'm
Aye.
like,
Well, try coming no times a week then.
try coming no time a week.
Tell me how you feel after that.
You know what? I'll admit it. Like I've had clients who have left in good condition, great shape, and like, that's it. Been busy, dingy for a little bit. Don't see them for 6 months. Come back, starting again.
Start again.
You're
like, I've got a programme for you.
But the part of it was you seen them getting frustrated at maybe being plateauing a little bit.
I know.
But would you rather be plateaued at £20 down
Yeah.
than £20 up?
I know.
And it's that frustration of like, we're not getting further. Well, you need to ask more questions.
Yeah.
You're like, you need to
Absolutely.
be saying,
Aye.
What can I do?
What can I do now?
Yeah, take responsibility a little bit. Because if you're turning up for your sessions and you're getting your macros right and your mindset's all good, you'll still see progress. But something's not right.
Even if it's just mental progress.
Yeah.
Which is just as important.
And that's it, though. And that's maybe going, well, you're not seeing any more progress right now because you're stressed out your box.
Aye. And your body wants to retain.
Yeah. And you're doing all your workouts. You're doing some of your steps. You're eating quite well, but you're only sleeping 3 hours a day and you're having 10 cups of coffee.
Sounds like me.
You're absolutely a zoomer. Do you know what I mean?
Cortisol, they call it now. Just through the I only heard that like a couple of years ago. Now I hear it everywhere.
Aye, cortisol.
I'm just running on the stuff.
Where are you buying it?
I'm producing it, mate.
You'd be selling that next as well.
Can't I sit down? Sleeping. Do plenty of that when I'm dead.
For sure.
Do you do any online stuff?
We've got an online programme, so people can pay £35 a month, and they've got a structured programme.
For people in Perth or just anywhere?
Yeah, it's
cool.
We do. It's called the Build programme. So it covers strength and conditioning. So a lot of people just do the strength part and the dinghy the conditioning.
Right.
But there's some people who like to do a bit of both.
Okay.
So it's all programmed in, like a 5-day week. But we don't. The 6-week programme's partially online and it's in person. So nutritionally, it's online.
Yeah.
And then they come in the gym for the in-person sessions. But the kind of full online thing would probably mean I would have to do more podcasts and
why
put
not?
myself out there a little bit more.
Why not?
Why not? It's been enjoyable. So, so yeah, no, I think it's a lot of people doing it, and that's the other issue in the industry right now, is that you've got a lot of people finishing college and probably wanting to go straight to online, but they've not had any experience on the gym floor.
Yep.
And again, you've got to get your stripes.
And you know what the problem is, right? See the ones that finished college, and we spoke about that anyway, the younger generation being able to take to the camera, is they get recognition pretty quickly, even if they've not got the right information.
Yeah, it's just out there, isn't it? And, and also the game, I mean, I work in a marketing group.
Do you work in it or do you lead it?
No, I go in there for a bit of support.
You've been selling since you sat down.
I go in there for a bit of support. It's just good to knock ideas off with other people. But there's guys in that group who are online killing it. There's people with facilities killing it. But I think what most people don't realise is to make that work, there's got to be a lot of systems. And it's not like I'll put a post up on Facebook.
It's not like turning up with the camera.
And like, here's, join my programme. It's like there's so much admin to go into it. And if you actually want to be a coach, I don't really see, for me personally, the attraction to being online.
Because it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah. What you're doing online is like you're giving a system, a programme, check-ins remotely. You're not seeing them in person. And that's the funny thing with online coaching as well, is that they're charging probably more or the same as an in-person coach.
They're giving less.
But they're not giving the hour up. But they're doing the programming and they're doing the check-ins.
Yep.
And I'm not saying people can't get results with that, by the way. And in some ways, the benefit for the client is that they're not getting their hand held in the gym, so they're having to go in and do that. Which is in some ways quite good.
Yeah, but the other side of it is that they'll not turn up.
Or they're just not doing it right.
Exactly.
And the feedback won't be instant. And there's no doubt about it. An in-person coach is going to be better. For that kind of stuff.
Well, imagine bench pressing but no kind of coach.
Yeah.
You get up. But the coach would push you on. And obviously then you would grow from there. It's funny we mentioned the online, we were talking about coaching. I just see a lot of it in nutrition. And it's like people pay monthly and they do the monthly check-ins and this guy tells them or this lady tells them what to eat and what not to eat. And some people get results. But I've looked at some of the stuff they're eating, I'm like, I wouldn't eat that. But I think if you want to lose weight, the easiest way to lose weight, if you've not got time to go to the gym, skip a meal. But keep the protein up. But that's just a quick way of doing it. It's not sustainable and it doesn't last. So if I wanted to lose weight long term, I would need to burn fat, which I didn't understand. And I would need to turn up somewhere and do some form of exercise, which I've got no time for. I had time beforehand, before I had all the children. But now, the hour that I used to do, even just walking, is taken up with content. And I would squeeze it in. I would squeeze the content in. But right now at this stage of my life, I think I could wholeheartedly say, I didn't think I've got time for the gym. So then where does it leave me if I want to lose weight, lose fat, still stay motivated, in the mind space thing. In the mind space thing, it's like I'm on my own all the time. But I'm not like most people. I'm quite comfortable on my own. But yes, I could certainly do with losing a wee bit of fat and being a wee bit more motivated. I need educated.
I think there's firstly, I can make a client, I can have a client lose weight through nutrition only. That's
very good.
When I was at Fit for Less and how I got busy was because my clients were getting results and nobody was seeing me working them that hard because I had their nutrition on point.
Very good.
So they're doing their squats and their deadlifts and their bench press.
They were just coming into
and
you
the other PTs
move.
are maybe having people doing burpees up and down the hall looking like they're sweating buckets and dying. Probably in some ways I don't enjoy that. You know what I mean? I feel good after
Beasted,
it.
like
I
you said.
Enjoy it. But because I looked at the nutrition side of things, I'm getting results. Be like,
that's the educational side, though.
This guy's good. He's getting results, and it must be his training. Everybody still thinks it's training.
Can it be? He's no sweating.
It's just, but it's getting the nutrition right.
I know it's the kitchen.
Getting them to buy into it, getting them to buy into you. Then they want to do it for you.
And they want to listen to you.
And then I'm trying to push that back on them and say, no, you need to do this for you. Not for me.
Then you entertain me, I'm okay.
Fine. Just eat your protein. So, if you said, if you're a client of mine, you're coming saying, well, I've just got no time.
Okay, which I'm telling you just now I don't.
So I'd be going, right, okay, let's look at your week. Time do you get up in the morning? Time do you go to your bed? When do you do your content?
Exactly.
Do you have this? All right, well, could you get up half an hour what I didn't have time for breakfast. Well, what, does your alarm clock go off at 5:30 or whatever? But I get it, I'm not a morning person, right? But then it's going in the whole week, as in the whole 7 days, you don't have 45 minutes or 30 minutes? So a genuine, real, transparent conversation.
Find out where they are.
Find out where you are. Say, okay, could we do an hour here and an hour here? And if you said, no, I can't, Mike, but I don't mind working with you. I can't come to the gym, but I don't mind working with you remotely if you can still help me.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well, let's look at your nutrition. And can you do a workout at home?
Very good.
Like, what can you do?
Aye.
The issue being, at home, it's too easy to say, I'm not doing it today.
Start hitting the content instead.
It then comes back to what your goals are. If you said to me, I want to get stronger,
This is
I want to get bigger,
Aye.
it's like, we're going to need some weights, and proper weights, not like little hand weights at home. So then it's like going back to your goals. Well, you said you wanted it.
Yeah. How much?
How much?
Aye.
Because if you're not willing to change anything, then I can't help you change. You've got to be willing to change. And then what's then most important? And right now it might be making content and the family life and business. But at what stage is that going to be detrimental?
I know.
Where it costs you more in the future because you've not looked at it. You look to me like you're in good enough shape. You've got a manual job. Yeah. So it's coming back saying, well, actually, and you know, something you've got to say to a client like, well, sounds to me like you're not actually that
bothered about it.
bothered.
Aye.
So maybe just crack on.
Do you really want it?
Do what you're doing, because if you want it enough, you'll make time.
It's funny because you've went away from movement and nutrition. There's a lot of psychology in what you do now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Huge amount. I would say that the biggest part, and it's still hard to touch on it. And this is where like the seminar will be a good time to touch on it, getting other people's stories.
Yeah.
That sometimes touches on it, but it's a very hard thing to touch on. Again, because like I said, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a counsellor, but I've worked with a lot of clients, and so there's a lot of experience of listening
results
to their problems, giving them the right feedback for the problem, and the job is a personal job, so you are dealing with a lot of that. And you know, I would say in the amount of years I've been doing it, I mean, we opened the gym in 2015, but I was a PT for 5 years before that, so I've been doing that for quite a while. I mean, I'd say
years?
it must be thousands of clients.
Aye.
And then there's the other thousands of clients that our coaches have had.
Yeah.
And then all our members coming in as well. But you are a bit of a counsellor, but it's just knowing when to draw the line and be like, this is a bigger issue than, you know.
Much like you're saying, if you have someone talking about nutrition, but they've actually got an underlying issue, you know how far you can go then. It's like, wish I could help, but I'd be doing... You probably do them in injustice because you'd be actually pushing ego towards them than anything else.
Yeah, I've had clients as well say that. It's like, you know, sometimes people just want to come in, I just want to get skinny. I'm like, man, you need to change even your terminology is not right here.
That's right.
You know,
yeah.
And that's fine. That's not necessarily an issue at that point. It's just that maybe that's the terminology they're used to. So it's finding out, is that an issue or is that a, you know, I don't really eat. I try to just have one meal. It's like, so you're going to go and train.
On that same meal.
One meal, you're now going to add training in.
Yep.
And then you wonder why you rebound.
Aye.
You know what I mean? It's like you need to fuel your car.
Yeah.
You need to fuel
in order
to
get somewhere.
Yeah, you need to fuel your body the same way. So it is difficult, and there's a lot of out with your hours of messages back and forward. And
there is.
I think if you're at college as well, a lot of the guys have told me in the past, they said at college that, you know, you no offence to the college, because the college do a great job and giving us lots of staff really. But it's like passing your driving test. You pass your driving test, then you learn.
Yeah, and you learn how to drive afterwards.
So the guys come out of the college, they're good, they're ready, but there's a lot to learn still. And you know, the textbook stuff is, oh no, your client should be messaged only in certain hours.
Oh, come on, man. It's supposed to be personal anyway.
It should be through the company, not through your WhatsApp sort of thing. That's not how it works.
No.
Not in the real world.
No.
You're creating connections with people.
Yeah, so. I mean, you're at 300, you're at 300 members.
Yeah.
It has to be personal.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I noticed when I come through the door. Chris, Mike, when was it? I mean, it must have been like 7 or 8 years ago, it feels like. No?
Yeah, it must have been
well pre-COVID.
A couple of years in to, it would have been 2017, 18, I think.
Aye, it feels like a lifetime ago. But even then, one thing that stuck with me about your gym, it's clean.
Yeah, aye.
Does that make sense?
Got a wee bit of OCD with that.
Aye, it's clean. You know, and I'm not meaning that in a clinical way.
Yeah.
Everything's just in the right place.
Yeah. I take a bit of pride in that, you know, it's just, if you go to a gym, you want to know where things are, right?
Yeah, yep.
So I've got the guys, like, when I come in, I'll come in maybe 10:30 or whatever, and there's boxes, and they've got a turf, and the box must be in line with the turf. And the bikes have got to be on a certain line that you could barely see.
Very good.
But I'm like, that's where, when this class finishes, that goes back here. And you know why it's important? Because we've actually got quite a small space. So if
every
things
square inch
are
matters.
out, it can make somebody come in and just feel a bit uncomfortable that bench is in the wrong place.
And you take responsibility for that?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
And the guys need to take
Yeah.
responsibility for it, you know, and understand why. And you know, the other thing I was saying earlier, like health works, there was no complaints. And I remember being at another workplace, I've already named it, I won't name it again, but a lot of complaints. Because like, sauna's broken, steam room's broken,
Yeah.
kit's faulty, doesn't get fixed. You kind of come away from that and go, most people are leaving the gym because it's dirty, or it's not working. So it's pretty simple, keep the place clean.
And fix it.
Make sure things get fixed if they're broken.
Aye.
And, you know, people are wanting much.
Aye, that's funny. Now we talk about that, because I remember I used to come, when I come to yours, I'd always use the bag.
Yeah.
I'd always use the punch bag, that was my thing. You know, like messing about with it. And I remember remember it used to wear it? The hook used to wear out and it snapped off.
Yeah.
Within no time it was replaced.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Good, I'm glad you remember
Aye, I come in and I was just like, oh, the bag's done, can't I get the bag? Because like I said, the metal and it just snapped.
Yeah.
Coming the next time it was there again.
Yeah.
It's small things like that.
Well, we just had that refurb in the start of 25, and I know people are saying, what have the refurb for? The place still looks brand new. And I spoke to a friend of mine, Forbes, he's got Subways in Blairgowrie, Forbes Davidson, do you know him? He's got a few Subways anyway, but he was telling me that the Subway franchise, they make the franchisees do a full new fit out every 5 years, and you relaunch the business. So we essentially had a relaunch, a forced relaunch with COVID.
Aye.
So it's like, oh, you need all the space all of a sudden. So like, right, okay, well, put these here, put that there, open back up like this. And then, I don't know why I had this urge to do it. Well, that was the 10 year. So I wanted to do it at the 10 years.
Very good.
So it was meant to be this January.
Oh, right, yeah, I got you.
But once I seen all the plans and that, I was like, well, what am I holding back for? Just do it now.
Yeah.
But I think that'll be us. I can't imagine me doing anything other major stuff. I've got some bits and pieces to do outside, but inside.
Oh, you do the outside training as well, I forgot about that.
Well, we've got the bit that we created during COVID, but we don't really use it anymore.
Oh, do you not?
No, I mean, it's there, and there's the rack's still there, but you've got to get all the weights and that out. Maybe use a lot on that. And then we'll get complaints from the neighbours, so you're not allowed to,
okay. Aye.
You're not really meant to. If you're quiet enough and then they tell the council, you'll be all right.
They're on our side anyway, the council. Good folk in there.
Aye, brilliant, really helpful.
Mike, honestly, I think we've tied it up, man.
Happy days.
I do. And that was good.
Enjoy that.
Aye, man.
I enjoyed it.
Aye.
It's good
Thanks
to
for
be able to
coming
chat.
on.
You reminded me of stuff I didn't even know myself.
I'm an awful guy. The memory of an elephant.
Aye.